Et voilà. So. Oh. New pics. Yeah, I don't know when my latest video was. I think it was 2 weeks ago or so. Anyways, I've had some friends over from France, so less time for, and yeah, but still some digging and some stuff coming in. So yeah, let's see. I just I think I've listened to. I quickly had a chance to listen to these. The rest is brand new. So let's start with something I talked about on my Instagram. So here it is. First, an album that came out, I believe, in 2018. And and yes, I got a digital promo of that back then, I think, or maybe I just noticed the track online, and I either I downloaded it or I just did a digital copy and had it on my phone. And you know, most of the music like that I crash tested. And oh, here's some people. Paul, Ed, yes, ladies indeed. So yes, yeah, there will be like music in all direction. Hello, Bodo. And yes, so usually what I do is new music when I'm on the fence, or when there's a record and there's only like one track that grabs my attention. I will put it on my phone and I will crash test it till the point I feel like I'm not getting tired of that track. And is it still available? Can I get it for a decent price? And this one is an example of that. This is a band, or it's a solo artist. It's a woman from Austria called, yeah, she's got a difficult name, somewhat, not that difficult. Belia Vinevisser. I know you guys can't see it, but maybe. And what attracted me to this is that this is a one-woman band, and this is obviously electronic music, but this track is just pure lush sea feel, like shoegaze. So kind of it's quite dream poppy in a way, like very ethereal, which usually is not exactly my jam. I guess what was pretty cool is the drums. It's kind of almost like a trap dubstep, very minimalistic pattern. Obviously, right now it's like the beat of a heartbeat or so. But it will become something like it's pretty logical that shoegaze should go there. But I think that this track achieves that very well. Here's the cover. Each track has a dedicated drawing. This one should be this one. Oh no, it's okay. So she thinks she has high ambitions with this track. This is the only two-fold, gatefold drawing of the album. So it starts like this, moody, with some synthesizers, some voice, the vocals, the non-descriptive vocals. Yeah. Does it add? Interesting. Next is a 12 blind buy. So this, if you follow my channel and my Instagram, you know I've been lately on a kick of Hungarian folk music. Nipzén. I don't need to describe what you're hearing, but this is not characteristic of the whole record. But I thought, yeah, it would be pretty cool to listen to some Jew or Hey Rob. There's some pigs. Yeah, so this is not very characteristic of this record, but as I got quite a few other Hungarian records today, I thought, okay, this track is a little bit. I just quickly checked it on in the headphones before dropping it. Yeah, this will not be everyone's cup of tea, but I'm happy with it.
Sógor, mint kívánsz, nem kívánok egyebet, csak egy darab kegyeret. Kegyelem, neked táncajú, sógor, mint kívánsz, nem kívánok egyebet, csak egy darab kegyeret. Süss fel nap, szennyőd nap, gerted alatt a kis bárány majd megfagy. Esik az eső, hajlik a vessző, haragszik a katona, mert megázik valóba.
This I found today in the shop. I had like 5 minutes before heading home, and this has been on my want list for quite some time. This is Duet Emo. Duet Emo is a side project, a short-lived side project of Wire. It's Bruce Gilbert, Graham Lewis, and Daniel Miller, the founder of Mute Records. There's an album which has one really good song, which is this one. That is on an extended version of this record, 2 versions of this track. This is the instrumental version. There's a vocal one, but I really dig this one. Yeah, it is decent. In Rob's language, this is decent means that he is actually considering it. From mid-80s, I believe. It doesn't say on the cover. Yeah, anyways, Duet Emo. I really hope that he does well. What I like about this track is also that it starts with this like meteoric loop with some chaotic stuff happening, some horns, but there's an underlying harmony that creeps in at one point that is really right now that takes it somewhere else. I'm not sure I'm familiar with this Bodo. Good, Rob. You might not be of the next one. Next is Il Maestro. And when I say Il Maestro, who am I talking about? Yes, yes. This is a soundtrack by Ennio Morricone that wasn't released back then. This is the first issue of it, and I believe this is 2004. To be perfectly honest, I missed it, but it just got reissued again this year, which brought it back to my attention. I had forgotten about it, and of course, the new reissue was more expensive than finding the first issue of this. Price plus shipping included. This I ordered from someone super cheap. So this is the more avant-garde side of Ennio Morricone, very close to his Il Gruppo. Some of these tracks had maybe been issued before on compilations. Yeah, it's good, but it's not for everyone. Next. Next is Chord, a piece of vintage Swedish techno from the mid-late 90s by the guys from Birft. Basically, the Swedish equivalent to American Midwest acid techno. Full analog, very raw, and the fact that I'm in Sweden has nothing to do with my interest in this. This is some of the best European techno in my opinion. Super raw, minimalistic, very hedonistic. Chord is the guys who Birft is still active, and they had like a resurgence and lots of love. The guys who run it They are a trio, and they released the music under the name Track. And this is one of the solo outings of one of the three guys. And yeah, I've got almost the few ones I don't have is because even here you can't find them in Sweden, and they are expensive as well. But this one I managed to get it for a decent price. It's called Gymnast i Sokiplast. I don't know what it means. Yeah, Rob, this is really good techno. I wish Alan was here too. He would probably agree. Or probably enjoy this. Who cares if he agrees? Yeah, both have interesting aesthetics as well. The logo of the label is a tractor, like for agriculture. So they're kind of put themselves as like blue collar techno, really blue collar techno. And you see there's very little to this track apart from this synthesizer with the cut-off opening, closing. This is a tool also. A tool in techno is something like you would mix it with something else to make it something really cool. Something bigger and larger than this. But even by itself it works for me. Ah, nice. An EP from the first album area. This is a B-side only track called Sway that I find absolutely fantastic. I've been after this for 20 years, more, almost 30 years. It was just always cheap and that's how 45 12-inch are glorious in my opinion. The A side is a cover of the Velvet Underground, by the way. Smile. Well, you could argue that a lot of early spiritualized kind of sounds samey, but I don't. The devil's in the details. This is just pure bliss rock and roll. This is from 92, I believe, 93 maybe. Oh no, 1991. This is 30 years old. Thank you, brother Rob. I'll keep doing this up so for a little while at least. So this is a record I've been after for some time. It's a 2-volume set. I don't only did volume 2. It's like a bagpipe album. Tibor. It's like straight up bagpipe by John Burgess and John McLellan. This would be for Rachel, right? I wanted to get this because first it's a mono recording, and it's a great. I've heard this on YouTube before getting it, and in a way, I want to make a connection between this and La Montaigne, drone music. And I always felt like that about bagpipe. And I feel that this one is pretty obvious. Like the bass underneath, this is pure drone. Hey Ryan, hey AMZ. So, Tibor, straight up bagpipe album. There's just bagpipe on this. And what interests me then is the drony bass line, bass frequency underneath. It's a cheap record, but I would say that it's a record that it's not that easy to find, and it will increasingly be difficult, even if it's probably horrible to the ears of most. I enjoy that, but before enjoying it, I find it interesting, and yeah, just something unexpected in a way. Now, a record I buy for the third time, hoping to get a good copy. So this is supposed to be a mint copy for the record. So if it sounds correctly, that means that the pressing, there's no hope. No, I don't know that one, Bodo. I'll look it up. Definitely. Wait a second. This is the instrumental version. I'll play with the vocal, just to be sure. But I got my answer. It's it's a really bad pressing, and this is never gonna get repressed, in my opinion. So, well, I got 3 copies of it now.
Hey, Dwayne, how's it going?
Oh, what's up, girl? I was just thinking about you.
So as you can hear,
Yeah, I wanted to know if you could hook me up with
the
your
bass
girl, Terry.
of the track is this
Well, you know, she's talking to someone right
sample of Art of Noise.
Yeah, but you know, I was thinking about... Nah, forget it.
So it's basically a Miami bass tune, sampling like a very mellow ballad Miami bass.
That I'm the one who will be devoted. I hear you're looking for a real lady, well, look no further, cause that lady's me. I've been thinking about you
This is
day
Mick
after
Jack.
night after day, hoping that your urge for love will blow
It's
you
the
my way.
mistress,
My friends don't understand when
DJ
I'm
Madame E,
real, but there's no holding back. I'm saying what I feel. I wanna be the only one you
on the
want to make
Technocut
me.
label.
Able to say I love you and you love me. That's all I ever think about. If it's so true, I really wish you understood that.
I wanna be next to you.
Every damn weekend, all I see is home. Always awaiting your call on the telephone. Never do I hear a ring or a knock at the door. All this being hard to get makes me want you more. You're a special kind of man, no one near the rest. You're the one that I want, I only want the best. We could be happy having so much fun. I'd give you all my love in more ways than one. First, I have to make you realize that I want you. And then from there on out, the rest is up to you.
I really love this track.
Give it a chance, my love is true. All you really need to know is
I wanna be next to you.
I wanna get next to you. I wanna get next to you. I wanna get next to you.
So now we have, that's the last Laurie Spiegel record that I didn't have. Laurie Spiegel on Table of the Elements, which is Dave Grubb's label. Dave Grubb's of Bastro, Gastro del Sol fame. He had this series of one-sided LPs by avant-garde musicians. One side with a silk screen motif, and the other was music, obviously. And of course, as these were originally just releasing this PVC, a lot of the time when you get them secondhand, they sound horrible because they've been chemically altered on the surface, like bronzing or whatever, like the term is. So I had to find finally someone who had stored it in a sleeve to get a good copy. It took me years. So Laurie Spiegel is one of the great ladies of the avant-garde of electronic music. She has a few this is a reissue of a CD that came out 2 years ago. This is absolutely fantastic. There's also triple LP, also on Unseen Worlds, that is essential. Basically, her first album that was released in 1980, I believe, but only as a single LP. Now you got the full album as it intended. And there's a few Titan bits every there and there, so I thought it was high time to finally catch this. Merde. Another day, another folkways. This is Bilal Abdurrahman. Bilal Abdurrahman, who released a few of these records, like in music instruction LPs on Folkways, and this is on Ash Records, which is Moses Ash, the founder of Folkways. So this is a Folkways record. There's even a Folkways version. It says Folkways on the label. But yeah, he was part of this band called East Ensemble de Musique, East New York. Like basically a spiritual jazz album on Folkways, monster, that I've shown in another video. Like truly deep spiritual jazz, and this one is just great African drums with some horns, some xylophone, like different kinds, and it's pretty good. This is South of the Sahara. Band 4, saxophone, jazz motifs, and moods. It's from 1970. Pretty cool. It's not one of these folkways that is easy to find, unfortunately. Still got it for cheap, like $15. Bodo, are you sure? Is that Duke Corn? I have some Duke Corn on black. Huh. Hey Jesper. That would be. I had never caught that. Like, are you sure of that, Bodo? That would be quite something if it was. Ah. This is Valet, the last album of Valet, I believe, on Cranky. Dom and I have been talking recently of all the various projects that Honey Owens has been part of. Jackie O Motherfucker, We Love Cats, Miracles Club, and this is, to my better knowledge, her latest project, which is probably the more normal. It's like shoegaze, basically, but very good. Well, to be fair, this is not Honey Owens. This is Honey Owens and Rafael Foria, the partner, also in Miracles Club. It's a Portland connection. Portland music scene is ridiculously good. Hey Ryan. Yeah, I'm gonna keep it up for a little while. So more music from Hungary. From the same series. Just got it today. Total blind buy. I just trust I will find enough good stuff to inspire in this. And what I quickly heard reviewing it in the headphones is most of the different aspects I like together are separated on this one, which is interesting. No, it's not horrendous, Davis. You just have like really bad taste in rock and roll music. You spend too much time with Patrick. But I'm human, you're right. We're pretty soon finished, by the way. I have very little battery left and very little records left. Yeah.
Ladies, are y'all ready to fuck the hell up? We don't know. My nigga, are y'all ready to fuck them? Say, oh, fuck yeah. Oh, fuck yeah.
So this is Take of the Town, a record my good friend from Miami ordered me to get. I haven't figured out if he wants me to get it or to get it for him yet.
So take your time and suck my dick right. Bitch,
Miami bass, freestyle.
through the night. Now listen up and listen good. I'm gonna judge your pussy like I should.
Okay,
So bitch, if the pussy has a smell, I'm gonna let the fellas know so they can tell me, say, bitch, her pussy smells. Yo, fuck, bitch, don't say it.
what the fuck?
All ladies who wanna fuck, let me say, oh. And ladies, if you want your dick sucked, say, hey, oh. I took off my clothes and closed my door. See, I got in the bed with a bitch that I know. Well, she took off everything and got in my bed. She began to give me some of her head. The head was good and it wasn't bad. The bitch also licked out my ass. She laid with talk and she played with the beat. You ought to heard what she said to Track Master P. She said,
Exactly, Ryan.
cause she's the talk of the town. The funkiest around. Cause she's the talk of the town.
Exactly, yeah. Okay, yeah, this is cool. Ron, if you see this, I haven't understood yet if you wanted me to get it for you. If you want it, it's yours. But if it's for me, I'm happy. Thank you.
You're a pussy ass nigga, I ain't joking. Cause bitches give up pussy each and every hour. Yo, my niggas,
I don't think I can say the title of this.
so get your motherfucking ass on up. And fuck that bitch in her motherfucking butt. That bitch you fucking in your neighbor's fucking grass. So get on.
1990. So this is a record I got for all the right and wrong reasons. This is an album by Daniel Humer, Paris-based Swiss drummer. These are tracks. It's a double album. All the tracks features him. It's from '87. So it's tracks from '64 to '87. And we listen to Serene. This is Kenny Drew, Guy. This is Eric Dolphy on clarinet, bass clarinet. So this is Eric Dolphy died in Germany, right, or in Holland. This is his neck. Right before heading to either Germany or Holland, he was playing in Paris. This is the gig in Paris with Daniel Humer, Guy Pedersen, and Kenny Drew on piano right now. May 28, 1964. There's lots of other tracks that will be amazing on this feature. There's Michel Portal, Joachim Kuhn, Maurice Vander, Henri Texier, Martial Solal, Eddie Louis, Gilbert Robert, Tété Montoliu, François Janot, John English, David Friedman. This is just gonna be. I get goosebumps just thinking of the time I'm gonna have with this. This is super cheap, by the way. Hey, Michael. So in my opinion, this is really good quality recording. This was recorded at French National Radio. So that's why it's not as shitty recording as the last performance. No, it's a very strange record. It's double LP. It's a community project about Birmingham. Sorry, Rob Walker. It was done between 2017 and 2018. Several local artists being assigned to write a piece of music about a borough, one of the 40 boroughs of Birmingham, if I understood correctly. And these are excerpts of or full compositions of 10 of them. One is a full track by Justin Broderick from Godflesh, and what we're listening to right now is Pram. New Pram. Pram is one of my top 3 favorite pop bands, and their last album without the original singer was horrible. But lately I learned that the original singer is now a Brexiter politician, so I'm gonna give it a new chance, and this is very lovely. Voodoo. Yeah, there are some like that. And I've only got 2 left after that. It's more Hungarian music, so I'll just select one good one, and we'll be off on our merry way. This is epic. Hey, Alan. Was one. I'll keep it on, Alan. There's some techno for you, and I played a bagpipe album. I hope you will enjoy this. Let me know later. Cool. Okay. So we'll have actually played every single record I got in the past 2 weeks. No, there's one that was so bad, depressing, Anjou, like a new Labrador side project. I won't play that. I will actually return it to the seller. I love how the accordion is the bass, the ball bass, how they do this like zoning sound. And I'll be singing in the background. That's really good. That's actually fucking rad. Yeah, I know Bodo from Stuff Free. It's interesting actually, but it hasn't aged well. Hello Eric. This will be, if you want to watch it again, you can, but this next is last track. Hello Jeffrey. Yeah, more of my Hungarian obsession. This is just to let you know, this is bands, resurgence of folk music in Hungary in the late 70s, where modern musicians who respected the folklore embraced it and did something a little more less dusty, let's say.
Fekete mind megette a meggyet, de semmire való legényt szeretek. Nem bánom én, ha semmire való is, semmire való vagyok én magam is. Régi bolya, ha leszakajtanálak, mit mondanál, babám, ha elhagynálak? Azt mondanám, verjem meg a
It's funny how Hungary has become this horrible country. Like the culture there, the mentality, and they got such one of the deepest folklore music. I mean, you could probably say that for every country though. But Hungarian music, Romanian music, that really speaks to me for some reason. So very little rock and roll for Madame Sim. One track. I hope you enjoyed that, and I hope that my next video will be more one of these I plan to do more prepared.
vízi malmot, szerelem csinálja
This is pure impro.
az agyaféságot. Hajnaljon, csak meg ne virradjon, hogy a szerelemnek vége ne szakadjon. Szél hajtja a habot, víz a vízi malmot, szerelem csinálja az agyaféságot.
These editions are great, by the way. This collection in Galton. They all got inserts with the lyrics in original and in English, so I will be able to understand what they're talking about. So love songs, desperate love songs about either being too ugly to find a man, too poor, too widowy, or telling boys that they should conform and find a good wife and forget about their sorrows, etc. It's mostly about that, all these songs. Anyways, thanks for stopping by. I hope you found something of interest, and I'll speak to you in another video, maybe this weekend. I have 3 videos I've been working on that I need to record, so that's it for today. Have a good one. I certainly will, and keep it stunting.